A former Robbinsdale school district teacher has agreed to a plea deal on accusations he sexually assaulted 2 boys. Police arrested Matthew Birch last August at the Fair School in Crystal, where he taught. According to criminal charges, one of the boys said he was abused, quote, over 100 instances over several years. The complaint said Birch was related to his victims. According to the plea deal, Birch admitted to a gross misdemeanor. However, prosecutors dropped felony charges because they could not prove the top counts beyond a reasonable doubt. Birch is scheduled to be sentenced in August. It may only be June, but a Plymouth nonprofit is already thinking ahead to the holiday season.
So the need is so huge, and it takes a village, and so because we are anticipating doubling our numbers, we are going to need so much of everything. Danielle Igbanigo is the founder of Coded in Love, which hosts an event December 11th at Minneapolis Convention Center called 3,000 Acts of Kindness. It's where several thousand people in need can receive free clothing, hygiene items, haircuts, and access to certain social services. For an event that big, donation collection needs to begin now. And the Knowledge Computer Warehouse in Plymouth offered up its space.
We have the space. We certainly don't want that to go to waste. And we really feel like everybody needs to be a volunteer or contribute in some way, shape, or form.
The city of Brooklyn Park is ready for a big celebration and day of education to mark Juneteenth this weekend. In today's Newsmakers segment, I spoke to Claudia Diggs, one of the event's planners.
It is our second annual celebration here in Brooklyn Park for Juneteenth. This year's theme is Black Health is Wealth. We're going to have many activities for all people to come and enjoy the day and learn about American history through Juneteenth.
And last year was the first of this kind of event, and what did you learn from that? And I would imagine people really enjoyed it and having this kind of an opportunity to mark this kind of occasion.
It was absolutely fabulous last year. It was a learning experience. Many people were interested, and lots of people asked, when is the next one? Are we going to continue doing this here in Brooklyn Park?
And it's nice to have the city backing this and the organization of that, and make it really a day-long and maybe even a weekend-long celebration in some cases.
Absolutely. These first 2 events we could not have done without the city's support and backing. But we're also looking for more and more community members to step up and kind of take more control of what the activities include.
Yeah, kind of a buy-in and kind of help make it successful and sustainable, and maybe even get some more ideas of other things you can incorporate.
Absolutely. Sustainability is the word.
And this year you have a guest speaker, a special event in that regard.
We do. We have the fabulous Dr. Joy DeGrew as our guest speaker. She's an internationally renowned speaker, researcher, educator about Juneteenth and Black history in general.
And first real weekend of summer, and now school is officially out and people are kind of getting out and making plans, and this sounds like just a great family kind of celebration.
Absolutely. Like I said before, everyone is welcome, family, children, adults, seniors, everyone. There's something for everybody.
And this is going to be at North Hennepin Community College on Saturday, all afternoon really, and into the evening.
Absolutely. We got an extension for our time this year, and we are going to cram and much education into people. There's different activities that people can enjoy.
And people of all ages.
All ages.
Okay.
And all backgrounds.
And you all have been working for months and months trying to get ready for this and planning, and already thinking maybe of some new ideas to incorporate?
Absolutely. Always thinking about new things to add. We have a fabulous planning team that has been working hard, like you said, for months and months, getting organized, getting our sponsors in line, and getting the word out to the community and beyond so that they can everyone can know about it and come enjoy and learn.
And you got some city staff involved in that, but you've also got folks like yourself who work already within the community and can kind of bring that perspective. Tell me just real quickly about your role with community mediation and restorative services and how you can bring that into planning for this.
Awesome. As part of the community planning team for Juneteenth, I'm the Equity and Housing Director at Community Mediation and Restorative Services. We're really involved with housing stability right now. The equity piece is huge, especially that's why I feel like I've been an important part of the team here, along with the multiple others that are on the planning team.
All right, Claudia Diggs, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having us.
As the official start of summer draws near, garden season is in full bloom. I talked to a woman in Robbinsdale who has combined her love of growing with a growing social media influence. Call it curiosity.
It's going to grow up and over this trellis, and it's almost like a super long skinny gourd. but it's a zucchini. It's super cool, and it's pest resistant. It's a really neat variety.
Emily Clemmy's Robbinsdale roost is a ½ acre, and about half of that is growing like crazy.
Honestly, like, why grow grass when you can grow food? You know, grass isn't doing anything for anyone, and food is, so it's kind of fun.
Fun.
We do a lot of salsas, a lot of sauces.
Flourishing.
So these beds are all basically different varieties of cucumbers and zucchini.
And functional.
If something doesn't work, there's a million other ways to go about it. And there's not really any clear-cut rules for gardening. Something that works here in Robbinsdale might not work in Crystal, and soil and sun and water, and it's all different. And every year it's different too.
As Clemmy Home and Garden on TikTok and Instagram, her profile soared this winter when she began planting indoors.
Our whole upstairs was full of greenhouses, full of seeds, full of plants.
This was such a pretty rainbow harvest.
Now she's got a global reach.
I'm talking to a couple people from Hawaii right now. They're having a problem with their zucchini over there.
It's definitely cut down on water.
And companies send her products to try out.
It's a happy accident. I'd still be doing the gardening part. And yeah, I don't know, I like it. It's wholesome. I try not to put anything too bad on there.
An earthy message.
What does it taste like?
What does it taste like?
With hundreds of pounds of food per week late summer, hers is a sustainable goal, perhaps.
You can grow your own food. It's not hard.
Emily told me she likes to make an apple zucchini crisp that tastes like apples, but she says it's strictly zucchini.
Maple Grove Girls Golf spent the season as the top-ranked team in Class 3A. The Crimson entered day 2 of the state tournament, holding a 5-shot lead over second-place Wayzata.
Smoke from a distant fire causing hazy conditions on day 2 of the state Class 3A girls golf tournament at Bunker Hills. Maple Grove's Maria Contreras with a nice chip onto the green on the West Course's 5th hole. The senior shoots a second-round score of 78 and finishes in a tie for 26th place. Wayzata staying close to Maple Grove, and Kirsten Lawrence rolls in this putt on West 4 for par. She shoots an 82 today. Reese McCauley of Simile played some great golf the past 2 days. The junior rallied past defending state champion Catherine Van Aragon of Blaine to win the individual title, shooting back-to-back rounds of 68. Peyton Anderson of Maple Grove is only an 8th grader. The lefty with a round of 80 today to tie with teammate Contreras for 26th place. Sashi Desmak is Wayzata's top player. She drops in a par putt on West 8. Rounds of 75 and 73 for her to tie for 6th place. But Wayzata couldn't catch Maple Grove. Amelia Morton was steady, shooting rounds of 74 and 71 today to tie for 3rd. And when she rolled in this putt to finish her round, Maple Grove had secured its first state championship in girls golf, 10 strokes better than runner-up Wayzata. For more on this story, go to the website version at ccxmedia.org. Jay Wilcox will have the boys' final round highlights in Class 3A Thursday, also on our website.
The Benilde-St. Margaret's baseball team won the Class 3A championship last spring. The Red Knights open play in the 2023 state tournament Tuesday evening.
Monticello, the 4th seed in Class 3A, the opponent for the 5th seeded Red Knights in the quarterfinals. Bottom of the 1st inning, BSM pitcher Caleb Koski fans Easton Peters. The Magic strand 2 runners on base, 1 of 10 strikeouts in the game for Koski. 2nd inning, though, when Monty gets on the board. Koski's wild pitch to the backstop scores Andrew Ranucci from 3rd, and it's 1-0 Monticello. Same score, top of the 5th. Elliot Huther bounces to shortstop for the Red Knights. The Magic tried to turn 2, but Huther beats the relay to first base. Rowan Dodge scores, and it's 1-1. The Red Knights looking for more later in the 5th, but Jack Anderson gets picked off first base on the throw from catcher Caden King. It remains 1-1. The big hit comes in the bottom of the 5th. King drives one to left center field, and it goes all the way to the fence. King checks into second base with a double. Brock Holthouse and Tyson Visna score, and it's 3-1 Monticello. Benilde manages just 1 hit in the game off Magic pitcher Cal Oven. Monticello advances to the 3A semifinals with a 3-1 win over Benilde-St. Margaret's.
The Champlin Park girls lacrosse team is in the state tournament for the first time in 8 years. Jay Wilcox has highlights from their quarterfinal round game.
Champlin Park set to face number 2 seed Edina in the state girls lacrosse quarterfinals. Edina attacks. Nicholas Antoni finds Mary Vellner cutting, and she scores under the crossbar for a 3-0 Hornets lead. Champlin Park gets on the board as Megan Peter finds Reese Hagenbart alone down low for the goal. The Rebels pull within 3-1. 25 seconds later, Santoni takes the pass and veers left to score as Edina's lead grows to 4-1. From the free position, Vellner goes low with the bounce shot. The Hornets are up 5-1. The Rebels get one from the free position as Ella Engstrom tucks it high for the goal. Champlin Park pulls within 6-2 at halftime. But Edina pours it on early in the second. Josie Moe works through the defense to bury it for a 7-2 lead. 3 minutes later, Mia Maxwell on the run gets it to Vellner, and she puts it away to stretch the Edina lead to 8-2. Annabelle Johnson sets up Hagenbart for a nice goal. It's 11-3 at this point, but Edina goes on to a 13-5 win to knock the Rebels into the consolation bracket. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.